Get my way up, you know, go, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. He for the bank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call it. Working big and it don't hurt the break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need the full of milk before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best, go. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know, go, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, go. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up.
It's Madden NFL 23 and tonight's Clash of Conference.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Baltimore's offense making its way out for the first time. And leading them, their quarterback, a guy who is just so electric under center in his 5th season now, Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
Jackson looking to throw right away. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Nice play from there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A man who missed all of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc. Play.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of 45.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Couple of first downs on the drive already as he'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free. but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I like the confidence of having played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
The seventh play now of this opening drive. This is third and long, though. Jackson. Going up top. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 55 yards. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. But for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And you think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one at 62 yards in the air. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive 7 plays in length, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Down. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And here come the Saints about to begin their first possession. And the man in charge of this offense, his 8th season now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Jameis Winston.
Throughout his career, if you have doubted Jameis Winston's ability to throw the football, the concerns, they've always centered around his accuracy and taking care of it. When he makes good decisions on the field, excellent numbers usually result.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought.
Talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Winston. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 42. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Winston to give. It's Kamara. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They've won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Winston. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Winston now to throw on first down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And the Saints are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Kamara. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Again, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. As this offense takes the field again, it's been a while since they've been out there. We just saw that long touchdown drive by the opposition. But remember, when this crew was out here last, Charles, they scored as well.
And let's make sure we give both offensive staff some credit, and especially the offensive coordinators, because we spoke with both of them in the lead up to this game, and both were really confident in their game plans. They felt like they had scouted their opponents and focused on specific areas in practice this week to make sure that they were ready to go. And frankly, it looks like they both did an excellent job.
Yeah, we'll see if those game plans can keep this streak of touchdowns going here. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep, a Louisiana native, Jarvis Landry. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. His first carry, their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back in their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
vision to find the holes, and he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. It's Hill, complete. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over. Looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest right down at the 1-yard line.
Brady, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Edwards. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Winston. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 45 on 2nd down, Winston. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. They find some open field here. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal. First down, Winston. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be out right at the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Jameis now on first down. Eluding the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Final play of the half here, Winston. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports halftime report. First, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Ravens. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of...
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Winston. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A give to Kamara running right. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He got 29 yards that time.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first down. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Here we go with Kamara. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Saints. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't.
It changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. The Ravens ready to take over. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, 1st down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson now. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Jackson. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. To throw is Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
They'll run with Dobbins. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. And that's a nice job to troop a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Edwards. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. It's kind of an interesting decision. 1-score game, 3rd quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. Here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
They'll come out in the pistol. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Right now, they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Winston. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Winston now. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And down he'll go at the 25. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. Again, it's Winston. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. The drive continues. Here's Winston. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble.
Play action now, Winston. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 37. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Kamara try the right side. And he'll snag about 5 yards down in the 32.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Winston. And the catch made by Johnson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jarvis Landry, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Lots of look to have the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's Jarvis Landry who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, so much for the worry about how they will be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
And now here come the Ravens. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Jackson on first down. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, Baltimore.
Now Jackson on first down. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
He was brought down by Zach Warren. A gain of 12. First down, Ravens.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Up the middle, here's Edwards. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Jackson going to run, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
And I don't think there should be much of a discussion here, but you know how I am. You kick the football, you take the lead. How bold do you want to be in this situation, though?
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Tucker's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Winston and the Saints now down 17-14, a little under 40 seconds to go. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Winston. His throw incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Now Winston. Connecting with Hill. And he'll have a quick 1st down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Winston to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Close to field goal range now. Get up, get set, and spike it.
Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
One last shot now for Winston. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Ravens who won the toss. They'll get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles. My palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the third drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
That's a really nice play. Maybe stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll leave him with a third and just a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Just looking down at this with a naked eye, looks like they have about 1.5 yards. Any chance they go for it here?
There's a chance, but I have to say, punt the ball here. Get rid of this thing and try and help your defense a little bit. I know there's that temptation, and I know people have it on their play sheet. I have that one play that'll get me what I need. But if you don't get it, you pretty much handed the game to the other team.
The Ravens send their punter out now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
And this will wind up as Saints first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. What can Winston do in the OT now? He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. From the gun, Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Winston to give, it's Kamara. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Jameis to throw it. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. A busy night continues for Kamara. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 82 yards rushing now for Kamara. It's a first down. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives a running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
A first down throw for Winston. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Winston, they'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Kamara up the middle. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Again, it's Kamara. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Now a 2nd down and 6. To throw is Winston. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. A lot of efficiency here on this drive. Heck, this may be their best drive of the game.
If they'd moved it like this throughout the entire game, we probably wouldn't be here in overtime.
And now we've got a review here. All challenges in overtime, of course, initially.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. On 3rd down, Winston. Looking for Alvin Kamara on the slant. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Beautiful throw right there on 3rd down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points. But a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a 1st and goal at the 1.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Kamara trying again. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT.